My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Curse of the Dead Gods. At the top of this video, I would like to say thank you to Focus Home Interactive for sponsoring this series on this game. You can find the link to buy this game in the top of the description down below. It is 20% off on Steam until July 9th. Alright. Serpent Medium Exploration. The last time just came down to a matter of like attrition really took its toll on us. We didn't really have a way to heal as we were going through the dungeon. We'll be able to fix that this time. Certainly. I want to get a weapon basically right before the boss. I like this path. Probably go over to the question mark early. I'm just looking for gold. Although, do I want to go to the question mark? Because if the question mark is like a haven, it gets wasted. We shall see. We shall see. I might settle for going. I think it's a relic to the left. No, it's a weapon to the left. I could go for possibly a very early weapon. I'm kind of fine with my weapon set for the moment. Oh, okay. So we have also parrying up in the top left. Parrying does not require stamina. That's the parry action. And then the rest of these will track perfect parries. So I'm not even probably going to get 3 in the course of this run. I try constantly, but it just don't always manage to. That was... I think that was actually a perfectly timed parry that the game refused to credit me for. Certainly can't be my issue. Hoppa. Or maybe that's just an unparryable attack. Okay, that was definitely too early. Enemy attacks deal 25% less corruption. Great. Could be relevant. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm not getting hit by that many enemy attacks that it's something I have to deal with, especially the corruption attacks. I try very specifically to stay away from those. Because, like, yeah, I can get my health back, but lowering corruption in this game is like a whole ordeal. It's like a thing. Alright, great. Anything through there? No and no. Great, we'll bail out quickly. I'm gonna try and get the advanced combat quests done. No, okay. Again. Trying to parry is causing me to take a lot of damage that I wouldn't be taking if I was just trying to roll away. But I kind of need to take that damage at the moment so that I can actually get used to parrying. It's necessary failure. +3 perception. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. There's some extra gold out this way. Is there any extra gold any other way? Because this was a gold-specific dungeon, so wouldn't be surprised. Alright, I think I will go for the early weapon. We might be able to find a two-hander that just, you know, defines our run. Although I might have to pay a heck of a lot for it. That was way too early to roll there. That's my bad. Alright. Easy rest of the room, though, probably. So that's the hermits? I forgot their names. I learned all the names last episode, only to immediately forget them. And we're good. Right? No! Prophetesses have come up, as well as, I'm gonna say pilgrims, just because I've already forgotten what to call them. No, no, no! I knew that that was a kind of like riposte animation. I learned that last episode. And I didn't even put the knowledge to use. Actually, no, no, no. I learned the new concept last episode, and now I'm reinforcing the concept. This is all part of the learning process. It's definitely not a mistake. It's educational. Okay, good. We just managed to keep the greed timer alive there. I wonder exactly how much gold I'm missing out on by not being able to keep this greed timer up consistently. Okay, plus 10% base damage, and each kill restores 1 more stamina. That's actually a two-handed weapon that I can afford as well at the moment. It's also plus 15% damage in the light, plus 10% base damage, as well as charged attacks weaken enemies. After a parry, your main weapon deals critical damage for 2 seconds, as well as plus 20% base damage if the weapon is a claw, and 20% chance to inflict fire damage. I'm actually just going to go with a feathered spear here. I'm just going to straight up take it as well. Straight up take it is shorthand, I guess, that I'm using for pay with gold rather than pay with corruption. Yeah. Kills restoring an extra stamina is going to be pretty important on this as well. Should allow us to stay in the combos for a lot longer than I would otherwise be comfortable with. Okay, knew there had to be more over here. Awesome. I think they respawn in the center of the room or something? No? Sacrificial Makana deals critical damage when only 1 enemy is nearby. That's really good. I don't know what nearby means. Like exactly how close they have to be considered nearby. Can I kind of like sequester off enemies in a single room, or do they have to be the final enemy in the room? That kind of thing. Okay, well, that's not critical damage. That is. And yeah, definitely wasn't the only enemy in the room for the last bit of that right there. Great. I'm honestly just using the pistol here to keep the greed timer active, which I think I need to do more often, but unfortunately the range shots do take stamina in order to throw out. Plus 200% to the greed time limit, never mind. Not gonna need the pistol for that anymore. But yeah, it does slow you down, especially because I have a habit of rolling between rooms, because it is just a little bit faster. Yikes. Restores 1% of max health for each enemy kills. But it's way worse than the Feathered Spear, just in general, for attacking purposes. But 1% of max health is like 10 health per enemy I kill. I'm going to keep the Feathered Spear, but that's a real hard choice to make right there. If I had maybe like a better main hand weapon, I think I could have afforded to have a worse two-hand weapon just for the sake of having some response to attrition, some upkeep, regeneration. I'm not certain how I want to refer to it. Health upkeep, some health gain. All right. Should be able to basically just buy any stats as well. First curse is Torch of Sorrow. Look to the moon to see the sun's light in its reflection. Look to the sun if you want to go blind. Your torch loses its fire and lighting properties. It shines with a dark light, still revealing hidden traps, and you no longer take extra damage when standing in darkness. Neat. I'm totally fine with that. If I had a fire weapon, I'd be happier about it, so I would still have something to light the... Nice. So that I would just still have something that I could use to light the poison on fire. Because at the moment, this isn't going to perform that, and also, like, I can't turn those on. Oh. Interesting. I didn't know this had the spin attack that the other ones have. Okay. Had to wait. Nice. No! Almost! I did manage to wait until the riposte animation was done and just hold the right click until... right click. I'm using a controller. Holds the heavy attack until then. So that worked out well. The rest of the room, no, not so much, but we don't have to talk about that, do we? I've got to remember, that always follows up with another attack that is very, very quick and also has really good tracking. Because I keep leaving myself without stamina and without a fast enough attack to actually respond to it. Removes 1 corruption per enemy killed, but again, it's a much, much worse weapon than the current one we have. And again, I think I want to keep this instead. Just for the power level. Especially because, like, I'm not certain that I'm going to be getting a better weapon by the... There we go. By the time that we get to the champion. just end up being the best one that I have. And it'd be totally fine for the champion, especially the first champion in the Serpent Temple. Really, really seems to... dang. Yeah, I've not left myself with any heavy attack to get in there. That's my bad. I've got to recognize that I'm in that room earlier because that has a destructible wall with a lot of resources behind. We'll take Yachts and Sashar's favors here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go for that weapon. I think I will go for gold. And then I think I'm also going to try and find a relic. I do have 2 divine favors, so I have the ability to reroll the store 2 times. I've got a relic room upcoming. So I'm probably going to try and find a relic that helps me upkeep. Something just keep me alive for a bit. No! All of that was absolutely terrible. It worked out well. Don't get me wrong, but I only was saved by panic rolling there, rather than actually doing responsible rolling. Is there anything up here? No. Okay. Let's bail. Like, I know that... Ah, dang it! That second attack, I swear there's, like, is there a duller, like, blink animation for it or something? Or is it just a continuation of the first attack and I shouldn't be expecting it to have any animation? I'm not certain what's happening, but I always seem to feel like, oh, it's not going to second attack this time. And then it does, invariably. Okay, so yeah, I can't light that, but I would like to pay 33 health, I guess, in order to plus 15% damage to poison attacks. I'm not sure that was honestly worth it. I guess it really will depend on whether or not I find a poison weapon, right? Sorry, but all errant gold must become mine. Even up here. Thank you. Woo! Definitely didn't leave myself enough stamina to actually roll through those. Very glad that I just got it back in time, but really should have waited. My own lack of patience is going to be, I imagine, probably the hardest boss that I have to fight in this game. Spin attack's doing real well for this weapon. I like it. I mean, it's also very nice that it's a very tight, enclosed room right there. Not many things to punish me while I'm winding up on it. Plus 20% base damage for shields. Okay, cool. I'd be happy to see a shield, I guess. But, you know, it's only going to be for a random drop rather than being from the shop in here. Especially a fire shield. I mean, look, I got a fire shield last episode, and now I am addicted to fire shields. It's all I ever want. They just so overperformed my expectation. No! Okay, good. Just in time. This actually probably could have been another room with a destructible wall of some kind. Ooh, found my own extra way out of here. Because I'm pretty sure that fungal mancer giant husk... Gosh, I'm actually going to need to reinforce the names, otherwise I'm going to forget them all. Okay, Serpent Cultists, Plague Bringers, Vermins, Prophetesses, Tomb Horrors, Titan Skulls. Okay, got it. I will forget those. multiple times over. Okay, Jewel Hammer provides passive illumination. It's nice to actually have some illumination. I'll take it. Oh. You cannot hide your secrets from me. Sacrificial. I could have sworn I just dropped that. Can we get any better loot in here, please? Alright. Spin attack's good. Got it. Also, there seems to be like a follow-up attack after a spin attack. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, damn. Okay, you can use spin attacks as the opener for a finisher. Your finishers do not have to be small attack, heavy. Or as the case may be with a different weapon, small, heavy, still on that? Okay. I know the swords are small, heavy, like the finisher is after 3. Plus 50, heal 15% of the gold offering amount. That's good upkeep. Is it good enough? How many times am I actually going to be, like, gold offering? 15% of the gold offering amount. So, like, you know, imagine I'll be in the position to spend 3,000 more, right? 15% of 3,000 is 45? Yeah, 450? That's just not that much health, my friend. I'm going to reroll. Again, 150% of damage taken in gold. Love it. Heal 10% of gold amount. No. Okay. Actually don't want that. No single source of damage you take may exceed 10% of your max health. Plus 33% to all healing effects. I mean, that'd be more useful if I had a healing effect, but... yeah, I'm fine with the engraved breastplate here. I imagine there will definitely be boss attacks. Or champion attacks, as the case may be, that deal more than 10%. Not this champion, though. This champion actually does, like, a bunch of small weenie attacks. And it's just the accumulation of all of those attacks that's actually scary. 1, 2, 3. Gotta remember always, just stay as far from this enemy as I can. Throughout the combo, run away. Especially if they teleport to the center. You know what? That's not time to attack. Unfortunately, with this weapon, like, it's really good when I'm comboing enemies because I occasionally kill one, I get stamina back, and I can keep the combo up longer. Very much not the case right here. I think I've taken no damage in this fight so far, actually. Pretty pleased about that. I wonder if there is any bonus for perfecting the fight, like a, you know, master round situation in Genshin. I know a lot of games have mechanics like that, especially where you fight, you know, the same bosses relatively commonly. Because it gives you a level of, like, it gives you, dang it, I actually took a hit. It gives you a reward as you increase your mastery. Which I always like in those games. Lets you make basically any run, no matter what you happen to find in it, repeatedly, or rather to get extra resources by demonstrating that you don't rely on the game to give you great items or anything like that. And just another avenue to push out a little bit more value from a run. Okay, it looks like the hitboxes on the edges of this are actually really good. I've stood close to them a couple times and felt like, oh, you know, this is within the realm of hitbox fallibility. Like, I could understand if a game detected this as a hit, but I don't think it is. But no, all of them have kind of been on the right side, despite being extremely close at times. Am I seriously only going to take one hit in this fight? I'd actually prefer to take 5. Legitimately, I don't want it to just be that one small thing I did screwed it up. But it looks like it will be. Get him. Still very, very pleased with that fight. I think I'm well within the realm of now being able to kill that with focus and a halfway decent weapon without much concern. Heal 6% of max health whenever an enemy is killed by the environment. That is the extra health that we were looking for. Plus 15% poison, plus 20% to shields. I'm gonna go Crystal Shard drop for that. Plus 15% to fire attacks. I'll replace the Shal's Pendant here too. We also got rid of the Torch of Sorrow. Do I want to go to a haven? Kind of, but not really. Especially now with the get enemies killed by traps in order to gain extra health. Especially now, it feels like I should be able to, you know, get some value out of that. And 6% of max health, that's 60 health every single time. Well, actually, it's more than 60, right? Because our max health is actually not the base 1000. Awesome. Unfortunately, no traps in the area for them. 2, 3, roll out. Make sure that... No! Okay, it started its riposte animation as I was attacking. That's just rude. Like, yeah, totally viable. Feel free to, but also rude. Rude, though? Dang vermin. Clipped me and took my, my greed kills away. Dang, just didn't have enough to finish it. Okay, cool. We're fine, we're fine. Stop doing that, and then we can kill you. Great. Uh-oh. What is the skull called again? I immediately forgot its name. Crystal Skull. Cursed Skull. Dungeon Skull. Tomb Skull. Tomb Horror. No, that's something else. It's certainly got a name. That's all I can say, and it's probably in the bestiary. We'll check it out after. Okay. This greed timer is still going to be active, right? Yeah, there's definitely more. Oh, come... Yeah, I couldn't even see the poison there. But that is interesting. Maybe that's what I have to use here to try and kill them. Yeah, because I want the healing back, so... That gave me 72. It's solid. It's extremely solid, and it did it again. Okay. I think we know our build. It's a weird one. But it very much should just be get the enemies killed by the traps repeatedly if I can. I'm gonna have to get them to low health first. No! Okay, cool. It seems like if I recognize I'm about to trigger the enemy's riposte there, I can just roll early and we'll be fine. Ceremonial Dagger is plus 3% per point of perception. Oh my god, it actually has like really high base damage because of that. Hi! No, dang it, Ryan. I found a trap to run these enemies in front of. There we go. One down. Okay. You riposte me when you get hit by a trap? That's just rude. Okay. No. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. As long as I get you killed by the trap. Come on. That'll do. That'll do. No, not if I... Not if I immediately take more damage than I healed afterwards. I clearly didn't specify to the game, which is why it made me do that, and definitely not me. Excuse me? I don't have to take responsibility. It's must be the game. It can't be me. It was definitely me. I mean, this is a really good trap to... I don't want to talk about it. To hit these enemies safely. I didn't leave myself the ability to roll away. That's all me. I mean, on aggregate, I am ending up with more health than I'm losing whilst doing this. But, God, it's close. It's too close. Ugh. The vermin it summons are actually also really big. And it looks like it gets 2 phases of summoning vermin. Gee, Willy, how come your mom lets you get 2 phases of summoning vermin? Perfect shots pierce through enemies, plus 30% damage to poisoned enemies. I still don't think that's better than my current 2-hander. Blazing Blade. Ooh, fire charged attacks and fire combo finishes as well as plus 20% crit damage. Sounds good to me, friend. Sounds G2M. Auric Malediction. Dark Fervor. Corruption now passively increases over time, but going through a door no longer provokes corruption. So now we actually have to play a little bit faster as well if we don't want to be hitting the same kind of gain 20 corruption as you go through a door. Like, obviously, not only do I not want to hit that, I also don't want to get even close. I want to see if I can save some corruption here. Oh, gotta say, this is a lot of champions. Very, very dangerous. Okay. I think it took me 2 stamina to spin attack there. Weird one. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I've taken like 14, maybe, in this room. Corruption, that is. Like, I don't see how I'm gonna... No! That was bad on my part. I don't see how I'm gonna ultimately make this better or less corruption taken than default. I guess some rooms, like, you know, havens are pretty quick. So it makes havens cost less. Very, very minimally. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure there's no... I can't believe it. As I was saying, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure there's no trap in this room. Immediately, I triggered a trap that demonstrated I could have been getting extra health out of all of these bozos the whole time. Dang it. All right. Can I? I can. Okay. It's good to see the things are hidden behind that as well. Let's take that and bounce out immediately, thank you. What's the rest of our map like? God, if I hang a hard right here, I can get to a haven. I think I might have to. Like, I can probably use the 6% for health upkeep. It's just because I'm trying to use it at the moment to regain health, I'm trying to do it in situations where it isn't necessarily super viable. And as a result, I'm taking a lot of damage as well. So I feel like if I was just doing it whenever the opportunity presented itself, rather than forcing myself to do it consistently, that I might be getting better results out of the healing. That I might have a much easier time keeping up that health. Ow. Alright, summon your vermin. I've got to remember, the champion vermin especially, I don't... Oh my god, this single area, by the way, has dealt like more than 40 corruption to me now. But champion vermin do not get interrupted when I hit them with this spin attack. I would have kind of expected that they would, but no such luck. Seeker's Mace, plus 30% damage to burning enemies. It does more base damage. I'll give it that. It's just I also don't have the ability to light enemies on fire. So Seeker's Mace better? Actually, it might be. Get another crystal skull. And yeah, it's definitely looking like just bounce out of here now. Restore 25% of max health when a curse is lifted. Unfortunately, the next time a curse is lifted is going to be after I defeat the next boss. And past that point, I think I'm going to need that much healing. Because the run's over. Ooh, looks like this is just going to be a single big combat room. No! Really wanted to light that on fire. Hang on. I'm still doing it. There we go. Get the health out of it. Love it. And again! Oh, can we go over the trifecta? Fill that form out in triplicate? Yeah! Nice. Who needs a Haven at this rate? Oh, still me? Still definitely me? Okay, cool. Sorry, thank you for clarifying. Okay, good thing I immediately rolled there. No, I gotta remember secondary roll as well. Okay, yeah, the second one does not blink. It is just a continuation of the first attack, and that's why it keeps getting me. I keep thinking that each attack has to be paired with a blinking notification that it's about to happen. That is not the case. I mean, while I'm also trying to get terrain kills here, I am also definitely trying to not die to this Plague Bringer. God, I can just see my future in this game already at the moment. Of just like clearing out rooms like this, keeping up the the counter timer, the greed timer rather, the entire time. Oh. I can see where the flow state in this game is going to kick in. And also all of the reward mechanisms the game gives you for engaging in that flow state. And like with many other games that I played before that I have managed to get into the like real flow state of, like I can see where it's going to start and I can kind of already feel how it's going to feel when we get really into the swing of things. Plus 30% damage against elite champions and bosses, also removes 1 corruption per enemy killed, and gives you 1% of max health per enemy killed. Well, we don't turn that down. Yeah, don't turn that down. Have all my gold. There goes our spear. We're going to have to get used to the timing of this weapon. Do we have, yeah, we have plus 15% to fire attacks. Cool. Figured we did. Okay, yes, still over the Unbeknown. We have to pick up a Haven's worth of healing. Trap chests. I might just not open any more chests at this point. Chests are sealed, and they trigger an attack that you have to parry to unlock them, and they have a chance to drop an additional gear item. So yes, they're very good. It's just also, look at that top left. How many parries have I actually landed? Big old goose egg, friends. Not but a single one. Yeah, that roll took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Not liking the look of my health bar at the moment. I mean, it's like it's a good number. It's just not necessarily a high number. No. Okay, against these enemies, I need to leave myself basically constantly with the ability to roll. Okay, good. I'm pretty sure if I let this enemy hit me at any point, I just die. I mean, that kind of worked out. It's the bows, plus 1% base damage per point of dex. Kills increase your speed for a couple seconds. So fine, thank you. I'm not going to feel comfortable going over this side of the map unless I blow up all of the poison first. There we go. No! In trying to get away from some poison, I immediately got caught in some more poison. No, chests! Riot! My greed! I knew my greed was going to be my own biggest enemy. God. No! But I wanted to live. The run was about to be so promising, especially because the hammer not only had ridiculously high base damage, but it also had plus 30% damage to champions, elites, and bosses. So we were probably about to give that next boss the old what for, the old 1-2. But it looks like we're going to have to do that in the next episode instead. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Curse of the Dead Gods. Again, this series is sponsored by Focus Home Interactive. Thank you to them for having done so. You can buy the game at the link in the top of the description down below for 20% off on Steam until July 9th. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, so it's also in the description. Playlists for all of my content on this game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.